When life hands you the cohave you ever faced a door slammed shut in your face, only to find it was the best thing that could have happened to you. Today, we're diving deep into the art of turning rejection into an advantage, inspired by the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. Imagine a world where every no doesn't push you down but propels you forward. Rejection, a word that often carries a sting, can become a stepping stone to greatness. It's not about tricking fate, but understanding that sometimes the universe's no is a hidden yes to something greater. If you've ever felt overlooked, ignored, or undervalued, it's time to flip the script. In this video, we'll explore 13 powerful lessons on harnessing the power of rejection, not just in theory, but through practical, real-world strategies that you can apply in your daily life. Before we dive in, help spread this wisdom by hitting the like button and ringing the notification bell. This tells YouTube that you're finding value in what we're sharing. Now let's begin this transformative journey together. Old shoulder, don't shrink back, rise above it. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't petty. It's a powerful statement of your self-worth. If someone decides you're not worth their time, that's their loss, not yours. By choosing not to engage, you send a clear message. I am worth more. It's like holding up a mirror, reflecting their behavior back at them, while remaining unaffected. The key is to focus on your own growth. Invest in activities that enrich you, reading, sports, learning a new skill, or surrounding yourself with people who truly value you. This isn't about revenge. It's about reclaiming your energy and investing it where it matters. Rejection can sting, but rather than dwelling on it, use it as fuel for personal growth. Build a fortress of self-respect and let their indifference bounce off it. This mindset isn't just about emotional maturity, it's a testament to your inner strength. Your value doesn't decrease because someone else fails to recognize it. Rejection often triggers an emotional response, but one of the most powerful tools you can wield is calmness. When someone brushes you off, it's easy to let frustration take over. But Stoicism offers a different path, one of composed, thoughtful response. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but rather not letting them control you. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back and ask yourself, why is this bothering me? More often than not, it's not the rejection itself, but the insecurities it stirs within us. When faced with rejection, breathe, reflect, and remember that this moment doesn't define you. It's just a moment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and responses, not the behavior of others. Stay polite, stay kind, and if you choose to respond, do so with genuine concern rather than expectation. This isn't about passivity, it's about mastering your emotions. Your self-worth isn't tied to someone else's approval, and your power lies in how you respond, not how others treat you. Learning to remain calm in the face of rejection is transformative. It fosters resilience and confidence, making you more attractive in every sense. People are naturally drawn to those who stand firm and unshaken. By maintaining your composure, you're not just surviving rejection. You're thriving because of it. Harnessing the art of detachment is another powerful tool. This doesn't mean pretending rejection doesn't sting. It means channeling that experience into something transformative. Start by acknowledging the rejection. Feel its impact, but don't let it anchor your thoughts. Like a skilled sailor navigating rough seas, use the waves to propel you forward, not capsize your boat. Reframing rejection as a detour rather than a roadblock allows you to see new opportunities instead of dwelling on the closed door. Redirect your energy into activities that enrich you. Read a book that challenges your thinking, take up a sport that pushes your limits, or engage in a community project that broadens your perspective. These aren't just distractions. They're stepping stones to self-discovery and growth. Every new experience strengthens your resilience and adaptability. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. In their company, share your aspirations, listen to theirs, and build an environment of mutual support. Rejection is not a measure of your worth. It's an invitation to rediscover and reinvent yourself. Rejection can be a powerful motivator. Instead of seeing it as a defeat, view it as an opportunity to prove your value. If you're overlooked in a meeting or passed over for a promotion, resist the urge to dwell on it. Instead, use it as fuel to take constructive action. Work on a project that highlights your skills, offer to lead an initiative, or find new ways to showcase your strengths. Your value isn't diminished by others' oversight, it's a chance to shine even brighter. The old saying, when one door closes, another opens, isn't just cliché. It's a blueprint for action. Rejection isn't a statement of your worth. It's a redirection towards something that better aligns with your strengths and passions. Take this as an opportunity to reassess and realign. What are your core talents? How can you pivot to make the most of them? Every setback is a setup for a comeback. This isn't about forcing a smile over disappointment. It's about embracing the full spectrum of emotions and moving forward with grace. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and our reactions. When faced with rejection, practice empathy, not just for yourself, but for others. Perhaps the person who dismissed you is dealing with their own insecurities or struggles. Extend understanding, not as a weakness, but as a reflection of your own strength. Grow from these experiences. Reflect, learn, and rise from rejection like a phoenix from the ashes. Rejection isn't the end of your story. It's a twist in the plot, pushing you toward becoming a more authentic, resilient version of yourself. Face it head-on with the wisdom of the ages and the vitality of youth, and watch as it transforms from your biggest fear into your greatest ally in personal growth and success. Cutting off contact isn't just about silence. It's a powerful tool in your emotional toolkit. When faced with rejection, the instinct might be to fix things, to reach out, to bridge the gap. But instead, flip the script. Embrace silence, not as a game, but as a way to regain your power. By choosing not to react, not to bombard with messages or calls, you step back and recalibrate. This pause isn't just for them, it's for you. It's a time to reflect, remember your worth, and refocus on your goals and passions. Silence is not passive, it's strategic. It resets your perspective, strengthens your mental peace, and asserts your self-respect. It's a boundary, a statement that you respect yourself too much to chase or beg. In a world where instant responses are expected, your silence speaks volumes. It shows you are centered, self-assured, and not dependent on external validation. This shift doesn't guarantee others will change, but it ensures you do, making you stronger and more composed. Proving others wrong isn't about seeking their approval. It's about proving to yourself what you're truly capable of. Rejection can be the fuel for growth. If someone doubts your abilities, sharpen your skills, not to convince them, but to surpass your own limits. Dive into learning, practice relentlessly, and achieve a level of proficiency even you didn't expect. Let your results speak, not your words. If you're deemed uncreative, embark on a project that showcases your imagination. If labeled as uncommitted, let consistent action be your quiet response. This isn't about revenge, it's about personal excellence. The most powerful transformation is not in changing their opinions, but in shifting your own self-image. When you elevate yourself, the world's perception of you naturally follows. Life's true essence shines when you embrace joy. When rejection hits, the instinct is often to withdraw, but the best counter is to actively seek happiness. It's not about ignoring your feelings. It's about giving them a new playground. Whether it's a new hobby, an old passion, or an unexpected adventure, the act itself is a statement of defiance against the weight of rejection. Humans thrive on connection, and shared experiences reinforce that you're more than your setbacks. Invite friends, join communities, and immerse yourself in experiences that broaden your perspective. Rejection might feel like a closed door, but it often opens countless others. Try something new. Explore a new place, learn a skill, engage in an unfamiliar activity. These moments are not distractions. They are catalysts for growth, making you more adaptable, empathetic, and resilient. The goal isn't to forget rejection, but to grow from it, turning every setback into a stepping stone for a richer, more vibrant life. Being overlooked in a social setting is an opportunity, not a loss. Instead of seeking validation, focus on self-enhancement. This isn't about climbing a social ladder. It's about climbing your own ladder of self-development. Invest in physical fitness, explore hobbies, and advance in your career, not to impress others, but to become the best version of yourself. Share your journey not for applause, but for connection. Engage in volunteering or networking, not for status, but to weave meaningful relationships. The goal isn't popularity, it's personal growth. This perspective shift is powerful. When you focus on bettering yourself, you naturally attract the right kind of attention, not by chasing it, but by becoming someone who stands firm in their own value. When someone chooses to ignore you, sometimes the strongest response is quiet detachment. It's not about being petty. It's about preserving your peace. Don't waste energy trying to gain their attention. Instead, focus on people who value your presence. In unavoidable interactions, maintain professionalism, brief, to the point, without emotional depth. This isn't about proving anything to them. It's about proving to yourself that your energy is better invested elsewhere. If disregard continues, embrace the power of walking away. This isn't defeat. It's a strategic retreat toward healthier interactions and greater peace of mind. Choosing not to engage in a one-sided struggle isn't weakness. It's self-respect. Silence is not about getting the upper hand. It's about maintaining dignity. It's a tool for self-reflection and emotional mastery. When ignored, respond with silence, not to punish, but to process. Use it as an opportunity to understand your feelings and find clarity. This silence isn't shutting down, it's opening up to yourself. Stoicism teaches us to reflect on our virtues, our values, and how we engage with the world. Why does this rejection bother you? What can you learn? How can you grow? This silence is not passive. It's an active choice to preserve your inner peace and emotional control. Choosing not to respond isn't ignoring someone else. It's listening to yourself. It's a practice of composure, self-awareness, and the Stoic ideal of serenity in adversity. Never beg for attention. When someone ignores you, it's not a cue to try harder. It's an opportunity to turn inward. Your self-worth should not be dependent on others' recognition. Engage in your passions, connect with people who appreciate you, and cultivate a fulfilling life that makes you proud. This isn't about proving your value to others. It's about recognizing it for yourself. Instead of chasing validation, invest in yourself. Build a life so full and rich that external approval becomes irrelevant. Rejection then transforms from an obstacle into a lesson in self-sufficiency and personal growth. Choose kindness, but maintain emotional distance. This isn't about being cold. It's about protecting your peace. Greet with a smile, offer a polite word, but do so without expectations. Your kindness is a gift, not a transaction. Maintaining emotional distance is not about building walls. It's about drawing lines. You control your actions, but not how others respond. This distance isn't weakness, it's strength. It ensures that your emotional state isn't dictated by someone else's indifference. By staying kind yet detached, you affirm your self-respect, showing that your balance remains intact regardless of external reactions. Resist the urge to reveal your struggles. Stoicism teaches composure, not as a mask, but as true inner stability. Acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them dictate your actions. Let calmness and self-assurance be your guides. By continuing with confidence, you remind yourself of your own resilience. Your self-worth is not determined by others' attention, but by your own sense of purpose and stability. In the face of rejection, you have the choice to let it define you, or to use it as fuel for personal transformation. Rejection is not a failure. It's a test of character, an opportunity to cultivate resilience. Every no is a lesson in self-mastery. Embrace rejection as a tool for growth, a challenge that sharpens your strength. Apply these insights daily, transforming setbacks into stepping stones. Share your journey, your victories, your struggles, your resilience. Each challenge is a chance to grow, to refine your mindset, and to stand firmer in your own self-worth. Stay stoic and keep moving forward.